Hello guys, welcome back in my Let's Platinum Divinity Original Sin. So I think finally we are ready to continue. We put some awesome gear on us. So I think we can handle anything that is in front of us.
Come on, damn you! Stop bleeding!
The paladin presses a wad of fresh bandages upon a steadily bleeding leg wound. For a moment, it seems to work, but then the bleeding suddenly gets worse.
Damn it!
Yeah,
note that such a wound is serious, but it shouldn't be bleeding like that. Something's amiss.
The paladin grits her teeth and readjusts her grip on the wound.
I'll be a miss from this world soon if this bleeding wasn't slow.
Ask the paladin how she got the wound.
One of the magisters didn't know when he was beaten. Drove a spear into my knee. He should have aimed higher, though. I didn't give him a chance to land a second blow.
The spirit of a magister jabs a spectral finger into the paladin's wound, while muttering some profane-sounding curse.
Tell the spirit to cease what he's doing.
I'll do as I please. This paladin filth hacked me down right here in our headquarters. She's going to suffer for what she did to me.
Implore him to remember the teaching of Lucian. Vengeance will only lead to misery for all.
The spirit thinks for a moment, then moves back from the paladin.
Very well. I am done with this world.
Last. Thank you. The wound's closed over. Thank you. Here, I found this on one of the magisters. It looks valuable. Take it, with my thanks.
Damn, I actually need flame runes, and I cannot find flame runes anywhere.
The spirit of a half-dressed magister stands before you, fumbling to draw his phantom blade from its sheath.
Try to get the spirit's attention.
The spirit manages to draw his sword and utter a challenge, though not one aimed at you.
Alarm! Sound the alarm! There's paladins attacking! Where are the whites?
He starts to swipe and jab his sword at an unseen opponent.
Alright.
The spirit of a magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers in arms, and my sworn magister comrades murdered by them!
Ask the spirit if all the magisters were killed.
I got Brent out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue bloods. The Void's welcome to the lot of them.
Ask the spirit where he took Brant.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
You're no paladin, but why should I tell you?
Remind him that his comrade is wounded. Time is of essence if you're going to try and help him.
Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? There's a spot around the back, at the bottom of an embankment, where a culvert drains into the river. I lowered him down there, where the paladins likely wouldn't see him. He was bleeding like a stuck pig, though. I don't know if he made it.
What's this? I found something. I'll need to get clever with this lock.
Right. Yeah, Brand is here. Chest key.
The spirit of a Magister stands before you. He has one hand pressed to his abdomen. Silvery spectral blood oozes from between his fingers.
It shouldn't hurt anymore, but it does. I swear it does. Tell me, have you seen a Magister named Winslow? Stout fella, a little loud. He helped me escape when the Paladins attacked. I'd hate to think any harm came to him.
Say that you met Winslow, but he's dead as well.
Dead? Damn it! Damn it to the void! Winslow deserved better than that.
Ask what happened.
I don't rightly know. The Paladins came, intent on ransacking the barracks. The fighting started so quickly. Before I knew it, I was wounded, and Winslow was hauling me away. He said he'd come back soon, and we could escape into the sewers. But that was the last I saw of him.
Ask how they knew about the hidden passage into sewers.
Winslow and I came across it while we were looking into some inmates who went missing from the prison. I doubt anyone will figure out what happened to them now. I don't think the Paladins care about that kind of thing.
Probably too high. Fucking hopefully she won't kill him. Because she's doing so much damage now with fucking spells. It's insane. See? Fucking hell.
The spirit continues to stand by and scowl at the ransacked barracks.
Say that you found Magister Brand, but he must have succumbed to his wounds.
Damn it! That cheapskate owed me gold! Oh, Brent.
Ask about how this unfolded.
The Paladins just showed up. No notice, ready for a scrap. They claimed we were traitors and were plotting with the Black Ring. Lunatics, a lot of them.
Wonder where Dalis has headed.
How would I know? She and those whites she surrounds herself with don't announce their plans like town criers. You can be sure of one thing, though. The Paladins will never catch her scent.
Ask him if there's any truth to the accusations of Black Ring collusion.
Are you mad? They're our sworn enemies. Whatever evidence the Paladins think they have is false. And I hope my brethren make them choke on it.
Okay. Interesting.
The rat skitters around your ankles in excitement.
You help me, mistress, please.
Whoa.
These blue-cloaked beasts are keeping her locked in a cage underground. Please, Harry, she'll be grateful.
Say that you saved the mistress, but you need to know exactly where she is.
They're holding mistress in the prison downstairs, asking her questions. She's locked in a cage of metal bars, but of magic as well.
Say that you want to know who's the rat mistress is first of all.
Go below, see for yourself. She's a kind and wise mistress, but she needs help.
The man to know what is it in for you if you help her.
Mistress is the most generous of mistresses. She'll give you anything she has if you help her, but please, hurry!
That was actually a nice surprise with that experience. So we need to go to prison, right? Yep. Is that a teleport? No.
I'm glad this one was let off the hook. I'd rather guard a body than bury a corpse any day.
Well, hello again. Welcome to my very, very humble abode.
You heard Cam accuse her of treason. Ask for her side of the story.
Yes, I heard it too. The man has some curious ideas about what constitutes treason. I refuse to raise a hand against fellow members of the Divine Order. Refuse to buy into Kem's lie that they're all Black Ring puppets.
The city seems to be tearing itself apart. Ask what's going on.
It's not just the city. The Divine Order is coming undone at the seams. There's never been much love lost between the Paladins and the Magisters, but this... brawling in the streets... it will be the end of us all.
Ask why the Divine Order is so divided.
Too many Paladins from noble families, and too many Magisters that started as working folk. Of course, the Paladins were the first recruits of Lucian. So, many saw the Magisters rising through the ranks as a threat to their order. Pig farmers leading lords, they said. But now that some white Magisters have been found colluding with the Black Ring, now that Kim has his excuse, it's war.
She doesn't seem to be fan of... They say Kim, but... well, maybe Kim's. Ask what she knows about him.
Kim's always been a hard man.
Kim's.
His steel was forged in the war with the Black Ring. But recently there's something else. He's turned cold. Not cruel, exactly, just harsh. Dispassionate to a fault. They say it's the Void Woken. That he's too worried about Rivellon to worry about people. Maybe that's it. Or maybe years of fighting finally broke him. Your guess is as good as mine. Although, I've heard whispers. There are places in Kem's mansion that nobody goes but him. One has to wonder what he gets up to. I'll see you again, I hope. The company in here lacks a certain charm.
Alright. Ah, we can actually open stuff in here. Ah, what is that?
Maybe they escaped.
500 escapees? You would have noticed. The damn cells were empty. The Magisters arrested hundreds, but they're not here. They're gone.
No.
Who are you? Did Lord Kem send you about the missing prisoners?
Yeah, she says Cam, not Kim. Cam. Tell her you already discovered that the Magisters were investigating the situation. They'd found a hidden grating beneath the barracks that leads into the sewers.
Ah! So the prisoners escaped. That seems unlikely, since they were well shackled. But perhaps the Magisters are not as guilty as we'd thought. Not that that lets them off the hook, of course. You may thank Lord Kem for the information. I will put it to good use. We'll get to the bottom of this, I guarantee it.
Missing prisoners ask where they could have gone.
That is the ever-elusive mystery. These weren't escape artists. They were thieves and drunkards, imbeciles and liars, heretics and fools. The crudest of the crude, turned from slugs to smoke. Poof.
I feel that we're missing some people.
This makes no sense.
Ball and chain. I didn't have to use nails on boots in this game as much as in the previous one.
Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. That's how they do it.
Really think she's all that dangerous?
Dangerous enough that she's got to be kept in that fancy cell. The only way to keep her nasty thoughts stuck inside her head and away from our kids.
Oh, there's a chest there. What if I just jump in without touching the door? Then I'm fine, I guess. Can't reach.
Maybe. I guess the Law Master will figure it out.
Oh, come on, it's just here. Weird.
That undead witch heard her talking about some kind of covenant.
Alright, what we have here? Empty fucking glass. I wonder what's the story with this one.
Stuck inside her head and away from our kids, I reckon.
Dude, go away, I don't want to drop it on your head. Leave that alone. What? It's fucking white.
That undead witch heard her talking about some kind of covenant.
That's
Good
the
that was
demon's way. They give
lossy.
out promises like sweets, luring the weak.
This way's off limits.
Stay back. It's for your own good.
Look beyond the paladin to the door. Who or what is behind it?
Found the undead freak here already chained up by the Magisters. They say she's a witch. I say.
Her voice freezes into a harsh whisper.
I say she's a demon.
Ask about this witch. What makes her so dangerous?
Creatures like this Windigo. They mask themselves, spread their black magic to children with their songs and stories. Makes me sick. Our little ones, tools of demons.
Tell her you encountered this Wendigo. It was not pleasant event.
You know this trickster?
Alright, let's go with this one maybe. Nod your head. Tell her that captives need a witch or demon, but something much darker. They need your expertise.
Well, go on then. Probably doesn't matter who breaks her, so long as she gets broken. Just keep your head on straight. She'll try to make nice. Creep into you.
You really think she's all that dangerous?
Dangerous, innit?
All right.
Stop! You answer to me. I do not answer to you.
So I think you can kill her for experience, but it's better. It's like the name of the quest. Mercy is power, so it's better to be merciful to her. I think it's a better reward.
Who are you? I can't deal with any more interruptions. Give me room! I feel a breakthrough approaching.
She cradles her head in her hands, then pivots towards the prisoner. Her mouth opens, yet nothing spills forth. No sermon, no screed, no threat. She turns back to you and grimaces.
Too late! The spark's been snuffed. I trust you come bearing gold or godhood for me to have interrupted such a sensitive interrogation.
Point to the jailed undead. What is her crime?
What led to this freak's imprisonment is a mystery as unsolved as the void itself. We found her already caged, cursing the Magisters with hexes vulgar enough to turn even a dwarf's cheeks red. The evil is strong in her. Her words are soaked in it. They squirm into your mind, planting warm memories you've never had, mesmerizing you with candy-sweet sights and scents.
Visions of Wendigo's attack on the vessel sailing to Fort Joy fill your head. You look to the sound, and your memories contort and coil. Wendigo cradles you in her arms, stroking your head as the waves crash around you. I'm sorry, Buttercup. I was bewitched by his promise. Forgive me. You shake your head and the vision is gone. Your eyes rest not on the prisoner, but on the paladin.
Okay, with her aside, you'd like to take over this interrogation.
You underestimate her. You'd have me stand idle as she raises arcs to the ground.
In that moment, you hear music, a lullaby. You glance at the cage. Wendigo stands silent. You squint and shiver until the melody no longer echoes in your ears.
Alright, let's go with this. Hold your fist aloft. You have faced this woman before and failed in your task. It is now time to right the wrong.
I understand. Perhaps you are as dangerous to her as she is to us. There can be no success without risk. I will give you the space you need, then. May Lucian be your guide. Things are under control. For now.
Alright. Source inhibitor.
You reach your hand towards the device, and your inner source is stifled, as if you'd...
I'm just gonna move them away, so... You recall the blacksmith at Fort Joy that removed your collar. Try to copy her technique and disable the device.
After a bit of tinkering, the machine whines pitifully, and the shield surrounding the cell flickers off.
Come to me, sweet sinner.
She steps forward, slowly but confidently. She holds out her hands, bony palms up. They emit no fire, no ice, no curse.
The God King no longer grants me his favor. Mask ripped from me and flesh flayed to bone, because the Godwoken still walks Rivellon.
So, yeah, we're gonna try to be merciful and see.
Now he's chosen another. I should hate you for what you've done to me. Hate you for the hell I've lived. But I hate him so much more. He loved me when I was useful. He cast me out when you failed to die.
You failed to die.
Go to the new chosen. See that he suffers. See that the God King suffers. In your name and in mine.
And since she got to the point, who is the other chosen one she mentioned?
Linderkem.
Oh.
The God King's current beloved. No more skin in his real bones than on a peeled jackfruit. And it is not only his ear the God King whispers into. The dwarf called Isbel. She bends to the king's every whim. If you want to get to the God King, you go through Linderkem. You topple his tower of lies.
About Cam.
Oh, the God King's special boy.
Cam is a black ring. Wonder how she can be certain.
It wasn't difficult to figure out, I assure you. I came seeking Dallas. Kem wants her, too, as anyone could tell you. I crashed one of Lady Kem's little tea parties, did a little snooping. The void's vapor there was plain as night to me. You'd suppose we should work as one, but no. The God King loves to play his game of favorites. Kem was promised a place at the table, and he's doing what he must to secure it. Alone.
About Isabel.
Yes, her.
Ask how she can be sure that Isabel is working for the God King.
Goodness. How could I not? Her work on Black Peak Isle is legendary, or so she tells it at least. The king has an eye for the arrogant. They make such valuable stewards as they clamour for his favour, as I well know.
The men to know where Isabel is hiding.
I can't say for certain, but I bet you could simply sniff her out. She's got quite a nose for the fetid. Find the foulest pile of shit you can, and she'll be wallowing in the middle.
Ask about the prison. How did she end up in her cell?
The God King. He said if I could find Dallas, eliminate her, I could take my place by his side again. But Kem, he doesn't like competition. All it took was a few whispers. They spread to the Magisters quickly. The Magisters, they've got ways of silencing Source. They knew exactly what to do. The Paladins, well, when they found me, they'd no idea what to make of me.
Not that she's still bound by the Covenant. What comes next for her?
I go to Kem. Or his estate, rather. He's got a sworn breaker size. It'll free me from the Covenant. I'd be mortal, yes, but no longer a slave.
This creature, this monster, would have seen us drowned at sea. Kill her.
If the God King has truly abandoned her, then this is our chance to slay her once and for all.
Yeah.
If she was truly with the God King and turned against him, she could prove a valuable ally.
Neither of us are inclined to mercy. Let's make the most of this moment, shall we? Before you go, I have something for you. Something I learned. A touch of void, if you will.
Windigo pauses. She doesn't speak the next words, yet you hear them as clearly as a robin's song.
Goodbye, Godwoken.
I was supposed to get some book. Oh, I did. Okay. Apparently it's very powerful. Charm Voidwoken. Yeah, and anyone can learn it. It doesn't need but it's resisted by magic armor still. But yeah, apparently it's useful. So I don't know yet who I'm gonna teach that skill, but anyone can use it. And apparently it's very helpful in a final fight.
This makes no sense.
This
go.
fire was set on purpose.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Fools! They aren't even looking in the right spot. They'll never find what they want.
Careful. I spotted a trap.
If there's anything important here, the Whites must have surely taken it.
What's this then? The Paladins resorting to bringing in outsiders to try and decipher my work.
He sneers at you. His spectral form bears impressions of severe burn injuries.
No matter. You'll fail just like them.
Say that he mentioned ciphers. What did he mean?
I was the High Cryptographer for the entire Magister Order. Do you think I rose to that position by spilling the secrets of my trade to the first who asked? No. Coded letters, passwords, security measures, all my creation. Now that I'm dead, you'll never decipher any of it. My work will outlive you all.
Remarked that Majesty seems to have set fire to their own building in an effort to destroy evidence, highly sophisticated encryption.
The spirit's smug demeanor gives way to an angry scowl.
Desperate measures made necessary by the treacherous actions of our so-called allies. My encryption guards the most important secrets.
Ask what he knows about Paladins, accusation, treason, heresy, collusion with the Black Ring.
My task was to protect secrets, not to interpret them. But let me say this. The notion that we would have anything to do with the Black Ring is absurd. Patently absurd.
I've spotted something.
Okay, we have a hatch.
A combination lock is embedded into the face of the hatch, with 4 numbered dials.
Take a closer look.
A sequence of numbers has been engraved on the face of the mechanism. 1324. Below this are 4 dials. Each of the 4 dials bears 4 phrases that can be rotated into place. The first dial must be set.
So, purity of mind.
The mechanism clicks. The second dial has the same 4 phrases to select from.
Mind, body.
The mechanism clicks once again. The third dial bears the same options as before.
Society.
Another click. One last dial remains, with the same phrases as all the others.
It was 1, 3, 2, 4, right? Yeah.
The final dial clicks. Then, deeper within the mechanism, the sound of gears turning and a bolt withdrawing. The hatch yields, clicking open.
What? No, it can't be. You cheated. My life's work. Defeated by some nobody.
The spirit vanishes. Whether he fled to the Hall of Echoes or elsewhere, you cannot be sure.
Nice.
Someone worked hard to keep this place secret.
Okay, let's look around. Raymond's orders. I don't know if I need that.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. More Magister trickery.
Society.
They must have many secrets to go to all these lengths.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Jesus, so many of those traps here. Desk. Man, you knew the trap is there. Why did you step on it? Arc City Guide.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Jesus Christ.
Careful. I spotted a trap.
Aha. There's something behind this painting.
Divine. Magister's report. Okay.
Aha. There's something behind this painting.
Mind.
Careful now. That's a trap.
There's something behind this painting.
Body. Chest key. Okay, so it was mind, body, mind.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Body.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Society.
I spotted a trap.
Oh.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Society. Divine.
Look out! I see a trap nearby. That did the trick, by the sound of it.
Giant diamond, silver cup, gold pile, chest, nothing special though. Wow, 500 just in the vase. Malachite, okay. What's that? Ancient Empire air stuff, whatever.
Nice.
Diamond. Hatch. I don't know if we should go down or check the other place.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Nothing special. Gold cup, let's take that. Read this. This. Get the golden stuff.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Ooh, that was cool. Death. 3 constitution. Wow. Hydrosophit HP. Interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but painting of a man. Open the report. Definitely worth taking. Okay, we can go. We can check now what's down there. Actually, I should save.
So much effort to maintain secrecy. What are the Magisters hiding?
The fuck? Let's load. Probably don't want to start this fight like that. Good that I saved. Those dudes are fucking crazy. With their whatchamacallit, the assassinate things. Yeah. They probably couldn't one-shot me now, but fucking they are dangerous. Alright, we're gonna go and see. There's another way to go. Nobody needs source. More reports. Oh, antler, it's always good.
The list in the records is a long one. It bears many familiar names. People you met, people you fought, people who were kind to you. Most, it seems, you will never see again.
My name was once on a list like this.
These people deserve better than being stuck in Fort Joy in the name of the Divine.
I mean, some of them might have made it, right? Maybe if we put an end to all this, we might meet them again.
Okay. Too much to carry, impossible. How did that happen? Wait. So the heavy side at the bottom. Wow, this one is 150. Purity painting. Fucking hell. To sell that shit. Oh, come back. What is this? Alright. Let's save just in case.
So much effort to maintain secrecy. What are the Magisters hiding?
Ah, it's the same. Okay, so we're in the same room. I think there is some fucking... Yeah.
You again. It seems we are fated to meet before the Hall of Echoes after all.
She's a spirit now. Ask what happened to her plan of going to Hell of Echoes.
She grimaces, looking away from you.
No, it's not at all how I imagined it. I thought there would be so much more to learn. Now I am seeking things you could never find for me. Rituals to awaken as an undead again. True death only rekindled my desire to be alive. And I've heard there's some kind of covenant, I can swear.
Tell her not to be attracted to the lies of a god king.
If I were looking for your opinion, I would have asked for it. Now, good day to you. I will swear it, this covenant, if it will bring me back. I don't seek anything so pedestrian as peace. I seek knowledge.
She grimaces.
No, now I am seeking. And I've heard there's some kind of covenant, I can swear.
All right. Medium master rule. What? Why it's medium? If it would be giant, that would be useful. Brilliant necklace. Medium rune. Mind maggot grenade recipe. We already know that, I think. What was it? My memories. Right. Can she reach 3 of them? Ooh. There you go. I think we have a winner.
I need aid!
It's nice to chit-chat, but I'll save Syria.
Right. Okay. Guess we are fine, just in case. I'm gonna buff him. We should be fine. Okay, so I buff myself. Buff myself. Press on her. End conversation. Use this. Go in. Fuck him up. Oh my god, they got fucking teleported? I don't like that one thing. And I can't believe that didn't kill them. And didn't trigger the fight. Wow. How did that not trigger the fight? It's such a cool fucking skill, but I don't know. Fucking erratic wisp is fucking me up. Alright, I'm just gonna start with the ballistic shot. I'm gonna do the same, just use ballistic shot too. What? What?
What are the Magisters hiding?
I fucking saved there just before the fight. Oh.
You again. It seems...
She grimaces.
No, now I am sick. And I've heard there's some kind of covenant. I don't seek anything so pedantic. If I were looking for...
This shit is bananas. Fucking hell, I was pretty sure. Okay.
Healer!
Good working with you, but you're not the one I...
Yeah, let's fucking save. Okay. Actually, the only thing is with her I cannot talk to anyone. Fucking, what if I bloodstorm them? Alright, fuck it. Let's. Alright. Standing in blood as well. Okay. End conversation. Ballistic shot. Fuck you. Okay.
Good working with you, but you're not the one I joined up with.
Okay. 1 dead, 2 to go.
It's nice to chit-chat, but I'll save serious conversation for the one I agreed to work with.
So we're gonna do... I'm just gonna jump in, basically. She has a death resist, so hopefully... Whoop, that was supposed to drop on her. Okay, so... And... Jump. Can I reach that blood? No. Unfortunately, it's just oil. Okay. Actually, let's do it like that. Okay, so you're gonna die. So I'm gonna mark you. And then kill you with this. Ah. Fuck. Job done. I don't want to fucking explode, so can we skills ignition, remove challenge, put the fucking daggers. that. Alright, awesome. Challenge. Alright. Silent notes. Whatever that was. It's very close to her goal. She must be at the cathedral as we speak, hovering above Lucian's holy corpse and the Aetan in hand. Why there is no... Tell him to drop the blaster. You're going to stop Dallis. She will be dead or in chains soon enough.
Raymond's spirit smiles. The fanatical gleam in his eyes makes him look almost alive once more. The spirit of a white magister tips a vial of powder into a goblet of wine before her. She swallows it back without hesitation.
The fuck?
A secret vault? What else are they hiding?
Kem looks about, then returns his eyes to you and gives you an imperious nod.
With that out of the way, I'm sure you've prayers to submit and acquaintances to greet. My paladins will see to any further concerns. Goodbye now.
Where the fuck he show up in here?
Nice.
The spirit of a magister...
Your time is over, Godwoken.
Nice. Divine ring, awesome. Journal with note. King Reborn. Ednet Wood. Two-handed. Ah, it's spear. Ah, shame. Why you brought Ock to her? Explain that Alice went to the cathedral. She's after Lucian tomb. Hold up a hand, you're not done down here.
You have done fine work here, friend. Do not spoil it with stupidity. Dallas is of the Divine Order. She is our responsibility. The Paladins will handle this.
Tell him Your expertise here should be invaluable. He needs you.
Stay if you must, but do not touch anything. Paladins, turn this place upside down. I want every nook, cranny, and spider web examined. If there's nothing else, we have a lot to do.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Enjoy the city, won't you?
Not sure why he's here, to be honest.
You are no longer required here. We have an investigation to conduct.
So you need to talk about investigation to Dallis and the Magisters.
Here? Now? This is hardly the time or the place.
That kind of threw me off a bit.
Is that so? Perhaps she thought to convince the Keeper, Lord Ahu, to allow her entry. A foolish plan for more reasons than I can list. I wonder... Well, anyway, it looks like I will need to deal with the witch myself. It's been a long time coming. But please, take this as a token of the Paladin's gratitude. You were invaluable once again. Now leave us to do our work.
What does he know about Dallis? Ask him to tell you everything.
Who can truly know a diseased mind? She is rotten to the core. That I am sure of. Although much as I despise the creature, I have never known her to be a coward. She fought well in battles against the Black Ring. Wherever she's hiding, she will not go quietly. Be quick. I've other matters at hand.
You've been wondering about Chem Vault, so you have something to discuss.
Speak, then.
No.
My time is precious. Be mindful how you
You are
waste
curious about whether he's connected to the Black Ring, so you have something to talk about.
And? Out with it. My time is precious. Be mindful how
Ask Chem
you
to tell you
waste
about
it.
Arhu.
I am not a library book to be perused at your leisure. Enjoy the city, won't you?
Alright.
Oh, Dallas, you best be careful. You're playing with necrophire.
Don't know why. I remember when I was just checking Sinti what he did in here. They didn't show up in here, so I wonder why that happened.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
He was just here, sitting fucking doing his shit. Alright, gonna open this. Oh, this episode is very long. Alright, so I'm gonna check the equipment, see if there is anything we can use. And yeah, I'm gonna take it from there. So let's save. And yeah, I'll sort through equipment. So guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.